Counting you down to tip-off here on Spurs Live, and Steph Castle's been balling in the month of February. He's been averaging over 16 points a game. Looks to keep it going tonight in New Orleans, the first of two against the Pelicans as we continue from our Spurs Live studios. Dan Weiss, TJ Ford with you. And, you know, one of the things, TJ, that we've been watching with really a lot of interest with Steph Castle this year is something that we've seen across the NBA for the most part here across the league. A lot of players, you know, we've seen the Euro step and, you know, how Manu Ginobili has kind of made that very commonplace. But with Steph Castle and other players, this is what we're starting to call the Euro stop, or the hesitation move, to allow the defender to jump over you and get just a little bit of space to get the shot off.
It's a unique move. These guys are also, obviously taking advantage of the rules and being able to put it in a situation that, as an offensive player, give you multiple options, because as a defender, they're trying to play catch up. When you look at these moves as the Euro stop, the big doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know whether to jump. He doesn't know whether to stay on the ground. And it gives the offensive player multiple and a variety of different ways to be able to score the basketball.
So, I mean, the Euro step in itself is hard enough because you're going at full speed, but to be going at full speed and then to stop your trajectory going at full speed, I got to believe that's a tougher move.
It's a difficult move. I don't think this is a move that I would be able to use because of my size. I think you need a lot of balance. You need a lot of strength. And as you see the guys that are using this in the league, when you got a Luka, you got Harrison Barnes who does it pretty well. You got a multitude of guys that are bigger that have an advantage to be able to use it same side or even get into the reverse layup. So let's go over it. And
okay.
I kind of tried my best to explain what these guys are doing there that makes it very difficult. As the defender is on me and I get by you, obviously I got my 1-2. Most guys go straight up contact, but what happens is they're putting his foot directly in the ground and he gets to hold as long as he chooses to do so. So if you jump on your way down, guys are finishing. If you stay on the ground and I plant, I have opportunity to kind of bump you and create another space. Now, or if you try to cut me off, I still can step, pause for a second, and get to the other side. So what makes this very unique is players are being able to decelerate, get guys in the air, and create a different multitudes of different angles to score the basketball. And this is a move that I see a lot of players. This is a future move, just like when Ginobili brought the Euro step. It took some years for everybody in the league to start using it. I expect this move right here to be something that we see more often for a lot and more players in the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about the deceleration that you could actually move into a Euro step by taking another step after you decelerate, like right there, you know. So he's going to take another step. He's going to obviously letting Kevin Durant fly by. I mean, it really becomes effective.
Yeah, I mean, what do you do? You know, as a defender, you're chasing a guy that you're thinking is going to go for a layup, and I'm already in the air, and he's still on the ground with the opportunity to kind of wait for me to come down to be able to have a clear view at the basket. So tough move, exciting move. I enjoy it. And Castle is one of the best at it because you don't know if he's going to go straight up. He's very big and athletic, and you don't know if he will actually dunk the ball on you. So as a defender, and he has the basketball, you're very confused, and you're trying to figure out which angles to take.
Yeah, this is interesting, too. Castle's taken over 200 shots at the rim this season. That's more than these all-stars that you can see here. And obviously in a league that has gone very perimeter-oriented with guys firing the long ball, it's still nice to see guys getting downhill and being effective because, yes, the analytics say that the three-point shot is more valuable than the two-point shot, but the two-point shot is a higher percentage attempt, especially when you're 2 feet away from the basket.
Oh, when you look at Castle, I mean, we have guys that can attack the basket very well. When you look at him and you look at Johnson, these guys are very excellent, in my opinion, of being able to finish at the basket and finish at the rim. And you look at him as a rookie being able to attack the basket. That's his ultimate strength. That game is what's separating him amongst all of the players that are rookies that are in the league right now. So I look forward to this guy being able to be on that list that you saw earlier as one of the guys that has a potential all-star in a bright future.
And when he may not finish, he's normally getting to the foul line too, which is also good, especially as a rookie, getting to the free throw line. We got more coming. A good snack, especially when you're on a long road trip here as we continue Spurs Live. Dan Weiss, TJ Ford with you. You got a go-to snack, especially from your playing days?
Snickers bar. Okay. I always had to eat a Snickers bar before the game.
And that worked out well, apparently, for you.
It worked out well.
Well, as we mentioned, the Spurs are on this long rodeo road trip here, and this is the back half of it before they end back up at the Frost Bank Center next Sunday when they take on the Oklahoma City Thunder. And, by TJ, I mean, you think about it, over 5,000 miles. It started, ironically, in Memphis and will end in Memphis with a whole bunch of miles traveled in between. This is a nice chance here for the Spurs to end on a solid note here. They're a little bit closer to home. You get the two games in New Orleans, Houston, and Memphis. So it's a little bit more manageable, even though it's a lot of games before you get back home next Sunday.
Well, the thing is, you had All-Star break, so everybody was able to get away from the game of basketball and relax and get their mind sharp for the second half of the season. So when you look at the schedule from January to now, I think these guys are refreshed, their minds are ready, and their minds are focused. And tonight is an example. They can come on the road and try to pull off a win.
This is unbelievable, obviously, when you think about it. The miles that have already been traveled this season. The Spurs over 40,000 miles, obviously, with the trip to Paris. I was looking, they actually still have the most miles of any team left to travel. It's 17,000 plus remaining in the season. So, I mean, you might just want to call them road warriors all year.
Yeah, you might as well. But, let's give a good credit to the medical staff and the training staff for keeping these guys healthy.
Yeah.
As you see multiple teams dealing with injuries. So when you look at those miles and you look at the travel part of it, they've been doing an excellent job being able to maintain their guys, keeping them fresh and keeping them healthy to play.
What are your keys to victory tonight here for the Spurs?
Well, part of the victories tonight is being able to, team rebound. When you look at Victor being out and not relying on the big fella to rebound on the basketball, you need multiple guys being able to come down in guards and team rebound. I think that will help us be more productive and stop teams from getting second chance points. And then push the pace. When you look at the Pelicans, that's not really great at being able to maintain guys. So you want to be able to get out and run and force them to try to get back in transition. And we are very deadly with De'Aaron Fox and Castle being able to push the basketball. And then the last thing is create points off of turnovers. We're doing a good job of being able to get in passing lanes, getting deflections, and getting steals. Now let's turn that into some points at the same time.
Yeah, Detroit, 20 offensive rebounds the other night. Amazingly, it was only turned into 21 second chance points, which is, that's about as good as you can get when you give up 20 offensive rebounds.
Yeah, it is. Obviously, you take care of business and being able to, team rebound, game rebound, and that gives you more possession and give you opportunities to be able to know that they did a great job of doing the first initial defense of stopping the guy on the missed shot. And then after that is being able to technique of just boxing out, rebounding, competing. And obviously you're dealing with, Durham, that's a big, massive guy for the Pistons down there. They're using his size and his ability that affect us. So you need your point guards and your guards to come down and help rebound.
So Zion Williamson, he's only 6'6", but he's thick. He's 284 pounds. He's like a linebacker out there. So for a guy who plays his size and plays as physical as he does, he has got some great touch around the rim. And especially when he can do it on second chance opportunities, too.
This guy is special when he's on the court. He's a big body. He's massive. He's explosive. He's unique. He has a quick bounce, quick dribble. So when you look at the things that he brings to the table, unique talent that we're going to need everybody to be able to be there to keep him off the glass and also keep him from being able to get in the paint and score the basketball.
And the one thing about the Pelicans is that they actually play significantly better at home than they do on the road. They have a 10-point differential in net rating from being at the Smoothie King Center than being on the road. It's the second meeting between these two clubs this year. Spurs got them in San Antonio back in December, 121-116. Next two are in New Orleans, and we'll see how it shakes out tonight. Jacob Toby, Sean Elliott, they're courtside. We'll have more coming up in the half and after the game. Enjoy it here on FanDuel Sports Network.